He's a Black Moor, and that's a type of bubble telescope goldfish, and they have these two big bubble eyes, and sometimes they're just like misshapen because of the way they were born, but one of his eyes is kind of deflated and it gives him the goofiest, derpiest look. I named him Monstro because I really, like Disney stuff. He reminded me of the big black whale off of Pinocchio. He's just so cute and so silly. He like runs into the wall. It's really funny. I think I started fish keeping back in 2014 or 2015. Got Monstro by accident. I kind of stumbled into the goldfish keeping hobby. I saw him and he was in very, very bad shape. He was very lethargic and underweight. He had very dull scales, which are a sign of they're not feeling well. Fish should be like shiny and vibrant, and he wasn't. And he wasn't swimming around, wasn't doing much. He was an older fish who was surrendered. I took him home and I obviously didn't have a tank for him, so I filled up a tub. I just started doing basic care. I kept a bubbler in there for oxygen. I was doing daily 100% water changes. I kept aquarium salt in there to help with just like general overall healing. I got some special food to try to entice him to start eating, and I put medicine in that. And my surprise, he like started doing really well. Like he started eating more. He now is in 120-gallon tanks. He has all the plants. He has a pot he likes to sleep in. He loves food. He's thriving. He knows when I'm going to be coming to feed him. He's more active during those times. He knows it's like, this is my time. Like he literally just eats and sleeps. We have one corner of the tank gets hit by sun in the evenings, and he loves to sit in that corner when the sun hits. And it's really cool because he just looks like gold. Like he's, it's really cool to see him like it shine off of him. So he definitely has a routine. I feel like the emotional bond comes more on my end just because, I love him so much. Every fish I've owned has had to have a different personality. It's like I can see how he reacts differently versus like other fish. Like I've had really sassy fish and I've had kind of mean fish. He earns his name. He's a monster. Like he's huge. His body is probably like a softball, and then he's got those big pretty fins that come off. He's a Black Moor, which are a type of butterfly telescope goldfish who are black, but they tend to turn orange as they get older. So lots of factors can change a goldfish's color, including like age, temperature of the water, how much light they get, the type of food they're getting. Vibrancy gets changed by stress levels and sickness. Monstro is still thriving. I feel like he came along at a good time. Like I was really struggling with depression, and he was something to focus on, and it was really encouraging and nice to like see a lot of people don't realize how just how much goes into it and like how much you can get attached to a fish. I think you should research obviously any pet you bring home, but the reason most fish die is just because people don't do any research before you get them. Every fish you bring home is going to need a filter. Most fish are going to need heaters. They're going to need way more than a bowl. Goldfish need huge tanks. One of the main killer of fish whenever you first bring them home is something called new tank syndrome. And what it means is that whenever you start up a new fish tank, there's bacteria that's going to live in that water that can hurt or kill your fish. So in order to like clean out that, you have to do regular water changes or have like a ton of plants in your tank. It's super important if you're wanting to get into any fish hobby or any type of hobby or animal like that. You just do your research first.